So in today's video, I just want to talk a little bit about the sort of like discipline season that I'm on. And I mean, I'm really only doing this because of like my track season. And I mean, so this is gonna last about 3 months ish. Like, yeah, because today's like the last day of February, and it's gonna go to about the end of May. So, like, I wrapped up my first week officially, my first week of track, or my first week of the sort of like disciplined schedule that I'm on. And I mean, I'm just gonna tell you, this is not easy. Like, I'm exhausted today, as you can probably tell, and it's just yeah, this is not gonna be easy. Like this 1 week alone was pretty hard. And when I talk about like discipline season, I mean like the main kind of things I'm focusing on is my diet, which I have slipped up on a couple times, but overall, I've actually had a very good week of like eating and stuff. Very clean diet. Um, yeah, and then my sleep, I'm trying to kind of set a goal of going to bed by like 9:30 every night, but some nights I was in bed at like 9, and then yeah, some like right before 9:30. So I mean, I've done it every day, so that's pretty impressive for me. I mean, I've never been like a go to bed like super late kind of guy anyway, but I mean, I've always at least gone to bed like after 10. Just like in my head, I've always thought just go to bed before 11 and I'll be fine like for the next day. But I really kind of realized that like prioritizing your sleep is like very important. As I like, get older and stuff. And yeah, so going to bed by 9:30, very helpful. It's actually probably the number one thing this week that I've sort of like changed about my like life that I like would really recommend. It's like very helpful. Like way more energy. It's kind of saved me honestly. If I went to bed any later this week, I don't know how I would have made it through the week, to be honest. And then the third thing is, well, obviously like the fitness that comes along with the week. So like 3 of the 5 days, I woke up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym before school, and then I had to run track every day after school. So by the end of every day, I'm just like so exhausted and depleted from burning all the calories and stuff. And a side note, which is really interesting, I've actually like gained um like a couple pounds this week, which is really weird because I'm conditioning and like burning way more calories and like energy way more than I did like in previous weeks. But like for some reason I've gained a couple pounds, and I think it's because I'm almost like overcompensating on like my eating because I'm assuming that I'm gonna burn a lot of calories. So I'm like really making sure now that I get all my calories in. And I even changed a couple things about my diet that's like I guess made me get more calories with like my breakfast and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I found that really interesting. Like, you obviously you think when you start running and stuff, you're gonna like immediately lose weight and get a little lighter, which is honestly it's probably a good thing to get. I should probably drop a couple pounds because if I want to keep getting faster, I probably should lose a little bit of weight. Because right now I'm at like almost 150, which is surprising to me. I thought I was at like like low 140s, like 141 or something. But no, I'm at like I think this morning I weighed in like 147, which is like that's weird because I swear I was just at like 145 or something like in last like a couple weeks ago. But yeah, I'm like overcompensating on my eating, so I'm like it's almost making me like gain weight, which I mean it's fine. Like my whole goal this season is just to maintain my weight. I don't really want to like lose weight, even though I know if I did, it would probably help me. But like, I mean, I also don't really want to gain weight because like, I mean, I'm not even on like a bulk or anything, so I don't. Like, it doesn't really serve me, especially like if I want to get faster and stuff. Um, but yeah, so yeah, my food, like my dieting has been very important over the week. Very clean diet. I've like my diet literally consisted of eggs in the morning with like some peanut butter toast, some juice, banana, and then my lunch would be chicken and rice and like a couple of granola bars. And then I guess my dinners were kind of like random, like kind of just dependent on like what my mom made. But and yeah, like I really like my nighttime snacks always used to be like a big bowl of ice cream with like chocolate syrup and stuff on it, and just like a bunch of like bullshit kind of stuff that probably wasn't good to eat like right before you go to bed. But this week, I mean, all I literally ate every night was just like a big spoon of peanut butter to get like some calories in, I guess, to kind of like regain my energy and stuff. And then just like a glass of chocolate milk. So like nothing really like that crazy, you know what I mean? And so yeah, it's been a big major part of my week. And then the last part of my week is just I've been trying to like stay off my phone less. So I don't like I'm not always on my phone. Like I'm not a guy who's like always on my phone and stuff, like always consuming like social media. However, like there's definitely a lot of room to improve for me because I spend most of my time either on like YouTube or Instagram, and just sometimes I'll like mindlessly start scrolling, and like we all do this, like we all doom scroll and stuff. But I don't know, like I realize like if I really want to like lock in for like my sport, and just like life in general, like using my time more wisely instead of just like when I get home from track, just start mindlessly scrolling, or which I mean I did do a couple days. I'm not gonna lie to you, like I'm gonna be 100% honest, but in general, just try to like stay off my phone less. So I would average like I want to say I would average before this week I would average like six, uh, like yeah, probably like just under 6 hours or like 6 hours a day. Which honestly, it's not even that crazy like nowadays, because I mean a lot of kids average like 10 or 11, and so yeah, like I wasn't horrible. I mean, I was pretty bad actually when you think about it. But this week I'm averaging like 2 a day, like just over two, which is absolutely insane to me because I mean that's probably like a life record almost. I mean, yeah, ever since I got my phone and stuff, that's probably like a life record. Just over 2 hours a day. Like it's not even that bad. And so yeah, food, diet, sleep, and I guess like my fitness in general. Those four things I'm really like trying to hone in on and like really like dial in, because here's like the biggest realization that I kind of like I guess thought of like kind of halfway through the week, and it was just like so okay, so like on my track team, like I'm in like the distance group, so I do like 400s, 800s, like the mile and stuff. And I realized that like of my group, like most of the kids in my group like were all like very good. And I mean I'm not like the greatest, so like some of my kids in my group are like college level runners and stuff. And I don't know, I kind of realized like I need every advantage I can get. Like none of the kids in my group are gonna be doing like what I'm doing, and so that's just giving me an extra like little advantage, like that goes for anything in life too. If you know like you're maybe on like the bottom sort of tier in something that you're trying to do, whether it's like your job or I don't know, starting like a new business or whatever, you know like you can there's certain things you can do that can give you like little advantages on the people in your space. That's kind of just what I'm like, that's kind of the main thing I'm trying to like, or it's the main thing I realized over the week. It's just like I think I told one of my friends this one day. It's like you just need to, like, if you really want to get good at something, like I'm gonna try to do, like, take advantage of every little thing to give me a little, like, I guess, step up on some of the kids in my group. And it's, like I'm not obviously racing against my team. Like we're a team, we race together and stuff. But I'm just saying, like, it just helps, to sort of, like, just start dialing in on, things I mentioned in this video. And, I mean, this video is really more for me to kind of explain, my own season, and, I mean, I can look back on this video and be like, "Dang, like, that was the most disciplined season of my life." You know, as of right now, this is the most disciplined season my life is, like, I've ever had. But, I know maybe I can just inspire someone to either get on their own sort of, like, season, or but, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like, I probably would not have done this if I didn't start doing track, and just because like, it's my last, like, sport I'll ever do in my life. It's like, I'm a senior in high school, and yeah. Like, if I'm not doing track right now, I probably would not be doing this, to be honest. But, I mean, it doesn't matter, like, for anyone watching this video, you can still do this, but I just wanna warn you, it's gonna be very hard. But, like, it can be done, like, this first week, like, it felt like it's a hard week, but it's such a good week. Like, I'm very proud of, like, the week I just had, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's all I gotta say, so, stop doubting, start doing.